We are tourists. Ghana is just behind us, but they are to know about visiting or touring Ghana as a Nigerian. I traveled from Nigeria to Ghana in June 2025, and so these are a few tips and tricks you need to know. But first of all, a girl has to fix up herself. So on this day, I went to the salon to get my hair done, my nails done, and my lashes on flick. Now, two things I did in this trip that you may want to try is go by road and also go by air. As you can see, I've made my hair, and this was the morning we were leaving. I looked so nice and I looked so good. I was ready to leave here, and so we were going by road. If you want resources on that, you can check anywhere online. I mean, the resources are everywhere. You can use ABC, GIG and all of that. But I came back by air because I had work the next day and I needed to come back. And so just watch this video till the end. Subscribe if you've not subscribed to this channel. I have like 3 or 4 snippets of this Ghana trip.
Just a little portion of this narration. So this is.
Hi guys. So I am in Ghana for a few days. I didn't want to record this trip, but I just thought, why not? If not yesterday night. So today is probably day 1 in Ghana. So we're going to explore Ghana City. Then from there, tomorrow we'll do the eastern region, and next tomorrow we'll do the northern region by God's special grace. Say hi to my friends. So we'll take you around Ghana. We have mixed feelings at the moment. Yes. Before we go and find the money.
Yeah, so
we come back and
we
let's go
change
and find
the money.
Then,
Yeah. So this one I learned there is something you could climb and get to the top.
Are you serious?
Yes.
For you guys, as I know your people, they will charge.
I don't think. I really don't know. That's, so there's the Independence Square.
So guys, fun story. At this point, we went to change Naira to Ghana cedis, either by transfer or by cash. And this guy sitting down here almost scammed us. I mean, we spent literal 3 to 4 hours at this spot. We made a transfer to him. He gave us a different account number that was different from their main account number. And by the time we told him we've done the transfer, he said he did not see any transfer. I almost lost my mind. I mean, over 200k, and this was it, him arguing that he didn't see it or he saw it. I told him, you cannot scam me. I'm a Nigerian. I mean, we have a word for scamming. Long story short, we found out that he was actually sending the money to somewhere else, and his boss had to send back our money. As a Nigerian coming to Ghana, shine your eyes well. One of the things that stand out about Ghana is the fact that they have a lot of history around slave trade. So we're headed to Osu Castle, one of the core palaces for the slave trade time. We are at the Osu Castle. Say hi. So we're going to take you inside the Osu Castle. We are tourists. Ghana is just behind us, but they are charging us 80 Ghana cedis. See evidence. Apparently, if you come back again, you won't pay. But we can't tell until you come back again.
No, she is complaining about the prices, the fee,
oh, okay.
the entrance fee.
Oh, okay. But I think in Nigeria, it's not one.
You see, guys, we're going into the Osu Castle.
Now, in the year 1679, Peter Boat, who was assistant governor, killed his boss, who was the governor, Johan Orange. He murdered him, got hold of the castle, and he sold it to one Portuguese called Julian de Campo. When the Portuguese got hold of the castle, they were Roman Catholics. So they built a Catholic church over here and named it after one of their renowned priests, St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church. I'll show you where it is. When you come to the Osu community, you are going to hear Western names like Banama, Wolf, Resta, Johnson. They are all within the community, and all these people got married to Ghanaian women at the church premises. And they did marriage ceremonies and naming ceremonies at the church premises. In the year 1828, after slave trade had been abolished, when the Basel missionary came to Ghana from Switzerland to start the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, they started in this castle at that same church. Unfortunately, 3 out of the 4 missionaries who came to represent the Presbyterian Church died of malaria. The remaining one, other 2 came to join, and they went on the Accra Mountains to secure land for the Presbyterian Church. Those who have been on the Grapen Mountains around the bridge, you realize that there are lots of Presbyterian churches and schools up on the mountains, because right from this castle, that is where they relocated. Yes. Around 1850, the British took over this castle. The first capital of Ghana was Cape Coast. Cape Coast used to be the first capital of Ghana, and in the year 1877, the capital moved from Cape Coast to Accra. Prior to that, the British bought this castle in 1850. From 1850 to when Ghana became independent on the 5th of March 1957, this castle became the administrative quarters for the British, because they were using the Cape Coast Castle first as the administrative quarters.
Okay, that's a good question. Now, as Ghana became independent, we didn't have a lot of facilities. So we had to improvise by using the slave castle as a hotel. Meanwhile, we were doing preparations to move to the Jubilee House. So the Jubilee House became completed around 2010 after Professor Moon died in 2000. But we started with the preparation during summer time. That's it. Yeah. So it's been there for a long time. Just that it wasn't ready to serve us. It's been ready. It's been there for
because let This will give an opportunity to have their last bath before they will take it to their respective dungeons. So imagine females kept in dungeons without bathing. While they are having their menstruation, their menses. You have your menses and you don't have the opportunity to bath. It is only when they wanted to rape you that's a very good opportunity to be clean or washed. Whenever you resisted rape, you were taken to punishment cells or punished at the forecourt of the castle to serve as a warning to all of them. Now, where the female dungeon is where the church is built up there. The church is right above the female dungeon. So while Christianity was practiced on the top, they were suffering down. So while everything was up, prayer was down. Any questions in the dungeon? Nigerians were here, Nigerians were here, Congolese were here. People who lived around castles, in other countries and the inner lands of Ghana, and they converted. People in dungeons didn't understand themselves because you speak, she speaks Yoruba, the other speaks French, and they were put at one place. You know why? There is power in communication, and they don't want you to communicate. If they have one common language, they are going to have solutions to their problems.
Exactly.
So they were with different languages put together in the same place. Wow. Those that died in the dungeons, they packed them in sacks, put cannonballs in it to give it weight, then they threw them into the sea for the fishes to eat them.
So guys, this footage from this particular tour was so long, I mean over 14-15 minutes, and I couldn't just have all of them on this vlog. But I think one of the important things you want to understand about Osu Castle is that this was the administration palace where all admin work, transactions were done for the slave trade. And so our guy here, our guide, tour guide here, his name is Jaga. He was the one taking us around, showing us the dungeon. So we went from the male dungeon, the first place you saw, and here we are. This is the female dungeon. I mean, this was horrific. I mean, very, very horrific.
They slept on the floor. They didn't have any bed. This was a dungeon, a female dungeon, of course. So 30 women were kept inside, whilst 30 were kept here. So let's come here. Watch your right. Come down. Come down. Close the door for me. Let's off the light for a second.
Oh.
Wow. Yes, so that everybody can access it. Now, this is a water storage system, and around the 18th century, there was water crisis here. So in the year 1753, a Danish engineer by name Carl Engelmann was given a contract, and he harvested rainwater.
Are we going to climb up?
Yeah.
Are we climbing up?
You go up. Now, if he's visiting, Queen Elizabeth has been here before, and King Charles came here, and George Bush has been here before. Barack Obama came here around 2019. And Bill Clinton has been here before. Last year, the Italian president visited this castle. Last month, the Czech Republic president came here. Last 2 weeks, the Barbados president came here. So consistently, we have all of them visiting.
Why is this different?
Because of the history. They also want to know about the history. So they keep visiting. Whenever they come, they are received here and they use the middle walkway, whilst their team or the entourage will use the sideways. Let's come together and see something at this juncture. When you look on the 50 cedi currency, you see a picture of the staircase on it. And this building is also in the castle, the one that was built in 1921 by the British. Come again? Yeah. So in 2007, President Kufuor issued these currencies. Around that time, it was the cedi redenomination. You know, Ghana used to have a lot of zeros at the end of our money, just like Nigeria money. Our president Kufuor decided to squeeze it by taking 4 zeros out. And else you'll be walking about holding a lot of cash on you. And around that time, this castle was the seat of government.
This is so pretty. The sun is too much, but I'm hoping I can show you guys this. Okay, the sun is better here. So this is the trans-Atlantic trade in Ghana. Video. Yep.
The one at around the National Museum.
Go to Jamestown, there are 2 forts in Jamestown. The James Fort and the Asher Fort. Some Danish will have the Asher Fort who helped them to survive and to build this fort. As Samadin took over the castle, put on the jacket of the governor and said he was now the governor.
This part of the castle was built by the British in 1921. When the British left, nobody used it except for Rollins came to power. Now, J.J. Rollins, now after the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah, there were a series of coup d'etats that occurred in this country. In the year 1979, J.J. Rollins did 2 of these coup d'etats. He brought Dr. Liman to rule, and in the year 1981, they took Liman of Liman and took
Beautiful.
people live here. When you come to Osu, we have categories of clans that come together to form the Osu community. We have the Osu Alata people, the Osu Klote people, the Osu Kinkawe people, Osu Doku people. There are many. Now, the Osu Alata people lived here. Before it was a garden, this was their home. And when the British took over the castle, they had introduced the poll tax ordinance, where people had to pay taxes for nation development. They said they won't pay because they were custodians of the land. And the British, to get connected to their ancestors, and also sprinkle kwekwe. Kwekwe is a traditional food. They sprinkle it to get connected to their ancestors. I'm sure you observed a tunnel here.
Yeah.
This tunnel connected to a house within the Osu community, the Richter house. Richter was a slave merchant who became the governor for the Danish. Got married to Ghanaian women, built his house within the community, kept slaves there for himself, and connected the tunnel from the house to the castle. So anytime the ship arrived, he also marched them through. He did the tunnel because around that time, when the local people in the community saw slave masters on the road with slaves, they would attack you and free the slaves. In order to prevent such attacks, 2 slaves' skeletal remains were brought from America and Jamaica respectively. Samuel Carson representing the States, Madame Crystal representing the Caribbeans from Jamaica.
Now, these slaves really wanted to come back to their roots. It couldn't come to fruition, but they died. So President Rawlings made it a reality in 1998 during the maiden edition of Emancipation Celebration. And the Cape Coast Castle was used as a point of contact for all other castles in Ghana here. Now in 98, they took them to Abanze, where Fort Amsterdam is, on the way to Cape Coast. So from Fort Amsterdam to the Cape Coast Castle, they were transported through the seaside, passed through the gate of no return at the Cape Coast Castle, and they went and buried them at a slave market called Asin Manso Slave River Park. Now, they went there, and that is where they are buried now. Now, they said it's the gate of no return. Even though they died, their remains returned. Since that day, the name changed from the gate of no return to the gate of return. We now call it the gate of return because we will be able to return. And we did that occasion to break the slavery jinx. Now, 2019 was also 400 years when the first slave ship moved from.
Say hi, guys. We are in the castle. Then we are touring our tour guide. Who lives in a country and you've not come to the places that are in your country? So we are taking him around Ghana, as you can see. As you can see. The presidential library, apparently, only Ghanaians pay 25 cedis and Nigerians are supposed to be paying, no, not Nigerians, foreigners are supposed to be paying 100 Ghana cedis. They didn't even say Africans, 50 Ghana cedis. White people, another amount. Just be checking.
Yeah. It's video. Yep.
I will put where we are on top.
So